The effects of the coronavirus on the stock market may have turned your 401k into a 201k. It has been a challenging time for those nearing or already in retirement. So what can you do? Joining us now are Gary Mattson and Laurel Stewart. The father-daughter team are with Mattson Financial, a Grand Rapids area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. They are also popular radio show hosts. And so great to see you both today, though this is in a different way than we're used to seeing each other.
It is, but it's good to be back, virtually at least in the studio.
Yes, yes. And you have been actually seeing a lot of clients at this time. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we all want to make sure we are on the right track for rebuilding our retirement. And so, of course, this whole stretch of market volatility has meant a lot to people that are planning for the future, especially those who might be in the retirement red zone.
Yeah, that's really the people that are 36 months or closer to retirement. And I'm sure a lot of people or viewers out there looking and saying, I got to delay my retirement now. I've lost a lot of money. They're unsure what's going to come. They may have substantial losses that prevent them from being able to turn on income or look from that positive source. But it's been kind of interesting. Some of our clients have actually moved their timetable up.
Yeah, they have. We actually had 2 or 3 callers this past week. They were planning on retiring, looking at this fall, and just with things that are going on in their, work life right now, they're like, you know what, I'm ready to retire. Let's move that date up. So we've scheduled some virtual meetings and helping them put their ducks in a row so they can walk out that door.
Yeah, that's certainly an ideal situation. So what are the lessons maybe from back in 2008 that we can take and apply to today?
Well, let's look back at what fundamentally 2008 was. It was actually a market reset due to mortgages and the whole foundation of the banking industry. So that took a while for the whole economy or system to absorb those losses and move forward. What we're doing now is a very different thing. It's a virus that actually shut down the economy instantly, and now we have to restart it. So we're going to see some things very different, but the economy or the markets will come back, I believe, much, much quicker than they did in 2008.
Okay. And so some say wait it out, others say be proactive. What do you think is the best path forward?
Yeah, I think, being a good investor means being patient and also looking at your overall long-term plan. But, now is not the time to set it and forget it or wait for it to come back. For us, it's the proactive approach. So we want to make sure that our clients are looking right now for the opportunities, and we're rebalancing and looking to take advantage of the market because like Dad always talks about that blue light special, wanting to always buy low and sell high. So now's the time to make sure you're taking advantage of that and, staying true to the investing philosophy here at Mattson Financial.
Yeah, so you might want to look at where you're at in your portfolio, like your 401k and those type of things. If you've got assets that were either invested like in an interest-bearing account or bonds that don't have losses, that may be a great time to look at those, move some of those assets into equities and buy, like Laurel said, the Blue Light Special while they're on sale.
Mm-hmm. Why is it important to plan with the expectation that we will leave this in our rearview mirror?
Well, you've really got to look at where we're at prior to this virus starting. Our economy was actually robust. Mm-hmm. History has shown that it's been a very long term that's done. Now, every epidemic that's come down the road in history, we've always seen that the economies have come back to equal to or greater than after a year. So this is going to be something that's going to be short-lived. It's not something that's going to be unpainful. It's going to be actually quite painful. But by the time that we get this through our economy and moving forward in a year from now, it will be in our rearview mirror, but we'll have some different protocols, obviously, and some different opportunities within business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, these are, of course, unique times. Does that really change what planning correctly looks like?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time that first and foremost, when it comes to having a retirement plan, you need to be diversified. So that's having, more asset classes than just the stocks and bonds, because right now, obviously, it's a perfect example of if you were invested in just stocks and bonds and they're both going down, where else can you take income from? Do you then have to decide you're going to go back to work, hopefully when the economy starts up again? Or do you start, taking less income and changing your plan? And so we believe, truly in a stress-free retirement and having this path to get you through the next 30 or 40 years. And that's why you need to be diversified, have other assets that you can take income from so you don't have to take from a loss position.
How important is it to really understand our risk exposure right now?
Yeah, it's funny because when we talk about it with some of our clients, we're thinking, maybe I'm not as thick-skinned as I thought I was. And that's okay. We can call those audibles. And that's why it's important to have a retirement plan that is flexible and changes with you. And, Dad and I, we'd be happy to invite you today to just go online virtually. You can take this, go to mattsonscore.com. That's MATTSON score.com. There's 11 questions there, but you're going to get a number and you can see what that number means for your retirement and see where you're at with your risk and volatility.
That sounds good. And of course, you have been meeting virtually with clients. You continue to do that. You also have a giveaway for our viewers. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So for the first 5 callers who saved at least $250,000 or more for retirement, this is a great time to call in. Let's start looking at your retirement plan. And if you already are started on it, maybe it's time to just have a second opinion. And, like we kind of talked about, we're doing a lot of webinars with our clients, meeting virtually, having lots of phone calls. So this is something we can definitely get started today while you're at home or work and do it virtually.
So Gary and Laurel, thank you so much. For you at home, if you want to make sure you are on the right track for rebuilding your retirement, Mattson Financial is a great offer right now for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater that are retired or nearing retirement. They're offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow them to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discussing your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan to get you where you need to be. The number to call, 616-514-3831. Again, 616-514-3831. Gary, Laurel, it was great seeing you, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah, we miss being with you in the studio. Definitely, Rachel.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care.